Hey guys, and welcome to another Facebook Live, the Thursday edition that I do. As we wait for people to come on here for just a second. And when you do, would you do me a favor? I keep asking this, a lot of people do. Please put in the comments where you're watching from. And hey, Shelly, thank you. Just put in the comments and let us know you're here. And I was just thinking about you. We need to connect and just catch up with each other. Shell, thank you so much. I do apologize for coming on a little bit late today. I had another meeting that I had to adjust from 1 o'clock. That's normal to 1:30. And Kim, hey, so there's been something on my mind, and it really stimulated from a interview that I did on a phenomenal podcast yesterday. And I want to give a shout out to Michelle Joy. If you don't know Michelle, please look her up on Facebook, reach out to her. She's truly one of those special people that resonates within the community that we have created together here. But the question that I've asked for the number of years is, are you a spectator or are you a participant? And at the end of that, it's your choice. And that's always been that part of me, who I am in my business, in the legacy, the destiny that I see for me, my business, and what do I want to leave on this planet. And last week I believe it was last week, I did the Facebook Live on uh, are you a leader? Are you a follower? Or are you an influencer? And at the end of it, I said, really, we're all three, because in order to be a leader, you have to be a follower. To be an effective leader, you have to learn how to be a follower. And to be an influencer, you have to be a leader and a follower. But it occurred to me something about that this morning, is that all three of those choices are participants. They're not spectators. You might think a follower is a spectator. No, they're actively participating in a process. And so, what is the stimulus that has been happening with COVID? And as I think back in my life and in my careers, when we had 9/11, when we had different things that had really stopped the emotional aspect of business and life, that many times we end up pushing the pause button. It is something that we're seeing it more and more, where people are sitting on the sidelines waiting for, quote, to get better. And what is that better? What is that element that's going to tell us to get back into the game? And so one of the things that uh, I have always realized is that the only thing that we can honestly control is our activity. The activity that we do in our business, that we show up every single day. And if you remember, I really believe that success in any business is 80% psychological and emotional, not tactical. And so it's staying in the game. It's showing up when you don't feel like it, when you're scared, when there is everything in the world saying, don't, just stop, seclude yourself, hunker down. And to me, this is the time that we have an opportunity to show what true leadership, true followers do, true being, what it means to be a true influencer. And that doesn't mean to negate anything that's happening along the lines of COVID or any of the other things that may be getting in the way right now of us truly participating and embracing our businesses. You all know that I do 2 3-day boot camps. We're having to adjust. We're having to figure out ways to get around the mountain to be able to still connect with our community and to be able to support and give the special information and the connection that everybody has been desiring. We're not giving up. We're not allowing circumstances to stop us. And so, when we look at controlling our activity, we can take our eyes off of the results, because it's not about results. It's about being in the game, being that participant. And let me say this also. If someone chooses to be a spectator, that doesn't make that person wrong. It doesn't mean that they're somehow bad or they're contributing to the problem. It just means that they have chosen to go onto the sideline for whatever reason. And sometimes that's what's needed. So if that is where you need to be, please, there is no shame, no guilt in doing that. But where I am coming from today is that if you're feeling like everything is working against you, every time we turn around, there's some other obstacle that is getting in your way, let's find a way around it. Let's do something that enables us to have the impact and even a greater impact than we did before the stimulus, before what 2020 has turned into for us. And so some of the action steps that I'd like to share with you is, let's do the shotgun approach. I was having lunch today with Nick Rockwell. Hey, Nick, hopefully you're on. But what I said was, if we're doing one thing, we're having to get the results from one thing. The shotgun approach is that we're broadcasting, we're sending out a lot of different, I would call them seeds, and planting them and getting the touches, getting the awarenesses from individuals that allow them to know that we are here and we have a possible solution for who they are and what they are needing in their lives right now. And going out and just making a mess. I have a call with an individual later today that I was referred to. And it was really funny because I have another friend that said, how do you know this person? I said, well, I was referred to him. And when I first connected with this lady, she says, I've heard of you over and over again over the last X number of years. And I have no idea where. But it's because not out of ego, but out of service, out of wanting to contribute, that I'm on every single platform that I can think of that has a relevant connection to who I am and what I can do and what I can serve. So what is it that you can do? What are the elements, the platforms, the articles, the whatever it is, getting on podcasts, it's just being interviewing other people, sharing your knowledge in a way that is relevant to the community. And when you do this, what it is that you are going to become a people magnet. You will become, I have been told I'm a leader. Hopefully I'm a good follower. But my real intent is to be an influencer, to be able to encourage others to step into their light, to be able to share their unique element to society that's going to make society long-term benefit. They will benefit from that. And so something else I'd like to ask you to do, and this is going to be something that when I was, and I'm going to pick on you, Nick, you never thought about this. We were having lunch, the last time we had lunch, Nick is in the floor covering arena, and he had brand new business cards. And he gave them to me, and I took a picture, and I took a picture of the front and back, and I posted it. And within an hour, I had one of my connections, who was a realtor, reach out and say, hey, this sounds like the perfect person for my 5-star referral network in their agency. And Nick looked at me and was like, this is what it's about. So what I'm going to ask you to do is go to at least 3 people. Let's go 3 people and ask them to put out a post for you on their social media feed. And just highlight who they are. Put a picture about them. Put maybe what they do, or a connection that gives the visual person a connection to their product or service. And give them a testimonial, but do it as a third-party endorsement on the feed. And just let it go out. See who is connecting to the message that way. And it's like having a billboard out there that is so special. And when that happens, the people that are out there that are needing that product or service will organically connect to that. It's really something that has been very magical. And so I just want you to do it. Just see what it does for you. And this is the other side of that. Almost everybody that's on, in our community here, you are givers. I love giving, but we are horrible at receiving. And so this is a way that in our giving, we can be in the process of also teaching people what it is that would benefit us for receiving. And it doesn't make people bad when they don't understand, but we can help them do that. And then the third thing is to celebrate every success. All the little things that come to fruition, maybe someone gives you a phone call back, celebrate the little wins. And the big wins will inevitably be there. Take the time to breathe. Take the time to go out and, whatever it is that you enjoy. Some of the successes that you're having in your life right now and in your business, you're ignoring. And that's sad because what you're telling yourself is they didn't matter. And so when you really embrace those successes, you're preparing yourselves for that next success. Now, I want to give an announcement about the boot camp. We have, we've made the decision. We're doing a physical and we're doing a virtual side of the boot camp in September. So you're going to be seeing some announcements that come out about that. And we're going to be doing a little bit of adjusting, like I said at the beginning of the Facebook Live. But the thing that I do want to promise you is that it is going to be another special experience that will change your life and change your business. So guys, thank you so much for being on the Facebook Live. Please let me know how the 3 people that you connect with, what the results are. Let's share those celebrations and results with each of us that will show other people and give them permission to take action as well. So with that, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next Thursday on the next Facebook Live. Talk to you later.